Welcome back to the channel, where truth hits harder than propaganda and we don't pull punches. Today, we're diving into one of the most provocative and dangerous pieces of political theatre in modern South African history, Julius Malema's infamous chant, "Kill the Boer, kill the farmer." Buckle up, because this is more than a song. It's a ticking time bomb. If you care about truth, justice, and the future of South Africa, stay tuned. And remember, support the channel by joining our membership, hitting that super thanks, and letting those ads play out for at least 30 seconds. It really helps us keep the fire burning. Kill the Boer, kill the farmer. The chant that echoes from apartheid era, bloodshed straight into the heart of democratic South Africa. A song once rooted in the desperate cries of resistance has now been hijacked, vulgarized, and weaponized in Julius Malema's political arsenal. Yes, it's the same Malema who has flirted with Marxist revolution while sipping champagne on millionaire estates, and the same EF that preaches the revolution from podiums built on capitalist donations. The song, known originally as Dubbul Ibhunu, was birthed during the anti-apartheid struggle, when institutionalized racism, land theft, and military oppression choked the black majority. Back then, the Boer was not a person per se, it was the system. But today, in post-apartheid South Africa, under a constitution forged with the blood of both martyrs and visionaries, the continued invocation of "Kill the Boer" is nothing less than political arson. It's the kind of reckless slogan you shout when you've run out of ideas, solutions, or basic respect for human life. The Boer, historically referring to Afrikaans-speaking farmers, is not a mythological enemy. They are real people, a tiny 5 to 6% minority in a nation of 60 million, yet they are responsible for roughly 70% to 80% of South Africa's commercial agricultural output. That's not an opinion, that's economic fact. These are the men and women who plow the fields that feed the nation, who manage some of the continent's most efficient farms, who generate billions in exports, wine, maize, citrus, beef, and who employ thousands of black South Africans in rural communities. So when Julius Malema, decked in red beret and pseudo-revolutionary cosplay, stands before 90,000 people at the FNB Stadium and belts out "Kill the Boer, kill the farmer," what exactly is he hoping to ignite? And don't tell us it's just metaphorical. Amanda Platt, a farm attack victim, testified that her attackers sang that very song as they brutalized her family. That's not metaphor, that's a soundtrack to violence. The courts, tragically, have enabled this madness. After a back-and-forth legal battle that spanned over a decade, the Johannesburg High Court ruled in 2022 that the song was not hate speech because, brace yourself, it wasn't meant to be taken literally. And Afroforum's attempt to prove a link between the song and farm attacks? Dismissed. Apparently, unless Malema personally hands out machetes on stage, we're all just being hysterical. Let's call it what it is, gaslighting. The ruling was a legal sleight of hand, dismissing trauma in favor of political pageantry. The 2011 Equality Court had it right. The song undermines dignity and incites hatred. But no, we rewrote the story to pretend this dangerous rhetoric is historical context. What's next? Singing "Burn the Constitution" and calling it performance art? Even internationally, the alarm bells are ringing. Elon Musk called it out as a cry for white genocide. Donald Trump, yes, that Trump, even took to Truth Social to urge Afrikaners to immigrate to the US, calling for protection of disfavored minorities. When American billionaires and former presidents are sounding the alarm while your own courts are shrugging their shoulders, something is rotten in the state of South Africa. And don't forget the chilling history. In 1992, Ntuthuko Chueni killed a white farmer and claimed inspiration from the chant at ANC rallies. Political murder? No. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission saw through the farce. His wife refused clemency, and rightly so. Blood spilled in the name of a song is still blood. And songs, like slogans, can be weapons. So we ask, in a nation striving for reconciliation, is this song necessary? Is the repeated performance of Kill the Boer the revolutionary act we need? Or is it a coward's way of masquerading hate as heritage? When farmers lie dead in their fields, when race relations are already cracking under economic pressure, what kind of leader fans the flames instead of healing the wounds? Julius Malema may call it resistance. We call it regression. South Africa is not perfect, far from it. But tearing down what little is left of trust and cohesion with inflammatory slogans is not revolution. It's sabotage. And it's time we start treating it as such. That's the reality, folks. Truth hurts, but ignoring it kills. If you believe this story needs to be heard, support the fight for justice and sanity by joining our channel membership, dropping a super thanks, and letting those ads roll for at least 30 seconds. Every second helps us shine light where others fear to look. Subscribe, share, stay awake. Justice must not be selective, neither should outrage.